If procrastination was a physical being, it'd look like me. Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor. I'm the founder and designer of NYGC by Taylor, or Not Your Grandma's Crochet, and I am currently deep into the progress of creating my spring summer wardrobe. I keep saying spring summer, it's definitely more summer, but you know. Anyways, in today's video we have a working on my spring summer wardrobe, but also fixing my crochet whips with this stunning piece. Let me try it on for you. So I made this cardigan in maybe like early May of 2024, and she was going to be perfect. Okay, I had a matching bikini and I also had a matching mini skirt, and it was going to be the second sample for my teal set. I'll put a photo here. This is what the white set looked like when it was in its prime. I loved it. I got some pretty good wear out of it last summer, and then I took it to Hawaii. It was wonderful in Hawaii. It was the perfect it was the perfect cardigan to wear like on the plane, to like keep me toasty during my plane naps. It was the perfect layering piece for the different things that I was doing while I was in Hawaii, and it was also the perfect cover up for when I eventually went to the beach. Now, if you've never been to Hawaii, then you wouldn't know that those waves are crazy. Literally crazy. I ended up wearing this in the water because I wanted to do like a cute little, like, you know, lounging on the rocks of Hawaii in the water moment. But the waves were insane. Like, the lifeguards kept calling to people and like trying to like bring them closer to shore, because essentially, at least at the beach that I was at, they had like a wave wall. It's not really a sandbar because it's made of rocks, but yeah, there's like all this water that you can like swim in that's like not super deep, this like rock wall, and then it immediately drops into like pretty deep water that you could like surf in and stuff like that. And so he was trying to make sure that everyone was like pretty far from that wall, because the water was like surging is what they call it, and it was causing like the wall to start to become less visible, which gives you an idea of how much water was about. And so anyways, this cardigan got soaking wet through all of that. Literally soaking, sopping wet. And it never quite recovered. It is like, it probably started out like at this length, and it's now like well at my knees, and the sleeves are just, and it's so sad to me because I loved her. But it's a combination of like the yarn that I used doesn't have good bounce back, if you get what I mean. Like, when I use a small hook in this yarn, it's completely fine in water, it dries very quickly. But because I use a 6mm hook plus the weight of the water, it just could not recover. So we're going to turn this into a white version of my mesh tied up cardigan. This is another thing that I made in spring of 2024, specifically April of 2024. So we're coming up a year of this bad girl, and she's literally my favorite. She was kind of a sleeper favorite though. Like, after I made her, I didn't really wear her too much, mostly because the color wasn't aligning with how I was dressing during that time period. But something happened in August of 2024, and it literally became one of my favorite cardigans. I wore it all the way up until I couldn't because it was too cold, and as soon as I could pull it back out, it's been my favorite. I just feel like it's like the perfect length where it's not really cropped. I would say it's like pretty much a regular length cardigan on me, but it's very breathable because it is the mesh. I love like how the collar just like adds to it. I will wear it like fully buttoned up or open like this. Obviously, like, the biggest detail are the ties that bring everything together. This is a cardigan design that I have in a few different iterations, as you can see here. And here, it's my favorite cardigan design. It's also like pretty on the cardigan side. I feel like I can whip these up pretty quickly. So Today we're going to see if I can make another version of this cardigan in white in, let's say, 48 hours. So, can I finish this cardigan by Friday morning? It's currently Wednesday at 10:52 a.m. I feel like I can do it. I don't know. Let's get working.
No, he didn't. Huh. What did he do? Shauna, why do you think Ben would have wanted to start the fire?
Unraveling quite literally takes 500,000 hours. It's currently 3:43. It is quite literally 5:05. Even the last clip that you just saw, that was filmed an hour ago, because I was like, I still had a little bit left of the cardigan, like the base part, but it was like all gonna be one pull, and I was like, I'm tired of making this ball. But then my phone ran out of storage, so I had to figure that out, and I was like, I might as well turn it all into a ball now that I have the time, so that I can hopefully get through this faster and not have to like be pulling and stuff while I'm actually crocheting. So we now have a ball as big as my head. And yeah, okay, it's time to get working. I can't believe it took me, what, 6 hours almost to make this ball, to unravel that cardigan. That's the like annoying thing about small yarn, like thin yarn, and the mesh stitch, okay? And not as easy to pull through as you would think it is. Anyways, I'm ready to get started. I did at one point also pause to sketch out my design. I do have a previous design in my old design notebook, but if you're new here, we have my new design notebook, and this is what we're going for, aka this yellow cardigan. I wrote out my pattern notes. There's definitely a few things that I'm switching up or that weren't very clear in my initial pattern, so we will get to that, but that's not until the sleeves. For now, let's see how long it takes me to make a front and a back panel. I think after I make a front and a back, I'm gonna pause for dinner and then come back to this. So it's 5:07 right now. Let's see how long it takes.
And it definitely helps with visibility and people actually coming into my booth instead of just having like very sparse amount of things.
It's the next day. It's currently Thursday, April 10th. It is 4:04 p.m. What is this? A countdown. Anyways, yesterday did not end up being super productive. I mean, it did take me literally like 4 or 5 hours to unravel the initial cardigan, but I only ended up getting an hour and 10 minutes worth of crocheting done because I had the most aggravating like allergy symptoms. I'm very allergic to the greater outdoors all year round, so you can only imagine how right now is for me, and I'm on a good hefty amount of allergy medicine. So yesterday I was like, F it, I'm taking Benadryl. And before I had re-upped my actual allergy medicine, I was taking Benadryl because I didn't have my other stuff, and I didn't remember it like making me as tired. The way I was like, you know, it's 8, I just ate a nice meal, let me just take a little nap. I wake up 11 p.m. I'm like, it's giving sleep, and so I just go back to bed. So anyhow, today has actually been quite productive. I finished the first panel that I was working on, which was the front panel, and then I made the back panel like so. So we are halfway done with our initial vest. I will be putting this over to the side. All in all, this took me about 4.5 hours. Not awful, but I thought I could do a panel in like 1 hour. We'll see if I can get faster now that I have an idea of like what I need to be doing, but I doubt it. I think the time just is 2 hours and 15 minutes per side, and that's just that. Today's a little bit weird because in about 2 or so hours I will be heading out and going to be starting pet sitting this weekend, so you will see me have a bit of a location change. I also said that I was going to try to finish this cardigan by Friday morning. That was ambitious. We could shoot for Friday evening / Saturday morning. This weekend I'm also doing a market Saturday and Sunday, so in the perfect world I would love to have this done by, let's say, Saturday morning. We will see. Unsure. Anyways, with my little bit of remaining time still here, I'm going to get started on the next half, and I will see you when I get to my pet sitting.
So, like, what is he actually mentally? I'm sorry, we know I don't like Mark. I don't know why. I think it's...
Hi, it's much later. No idea what time. 8:30 maybe? Literally couldn't tell you. I made good progress on the front of the second half. I'm about to start decreasing for the neckline. Then I just have to do the back, and then we're on to the sleeves. I'm about to watch Pop the Balloon live on Netflix. Unsure. Definitely love on the spectrum though. Definitely love on the spectrum. Howdy girlies. It is sometime later. This weekend with my markets ended up being a bit more hectic than I imagined. The markets went well and everything, but not a lot of progress was made on my cardigan, and so my goal of completing it in 3 days did not happen. That being said, I did complete both of my halves, and I prepped to start working on my first sleeve. So let's get rocking on this. And yeah, let's see when we can finish this. It's currently April 15th, Tuesday, April 15th. It's 7:46 p.m. and I would love to make really solid progress on the sleeves. So let's see what we can get done.
We gotta go. Girls! Back your... You guys made a mistake. Just don't know if it's a mistake. It's all I'm asking.
Hi, it's the next day. I made pretty good progress on the first sleeve last night, but then I got tired and I knew I was gonna have to have kind of an early morning today, so I went to bed. Anyways, I wanted to compare my progress on my current sleeve versus the OG sample. Some differences: the OG sample had like a little bit of armpit hole shaping, but I just made my new one a drop shoulder, so I need to take off like about an inch from the sleeve length. And with that being said, it puts me at about 22 inches, 21 inches. Oh, 21 inches. So yeah, like 21 inches. So my sleeve needs to be 20.5 inches because the little hem part that I'll be doing is about half an inch. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this, do the other sleeve, and then I'll check back in because I'm currently trying to figure out how I can do all my edging and lacing stuff in the most efficient way possible. So I will see you in a little bit. It's currently Wednesday, April 16th at 2:08 a.m.
Hi. You were on fire last night.
Good morning. Another day of felling to lock in. I did complete my sleeve. Did I do the whole entire sleeve yesterday? Maybe. I don't remember, but I did complete the sleeve. Well, actually, I still had a few rows that I completed this morning, but for the most part, I completed the sleeve yesterday and then I failed to lock in. Today, the goal is to finish all of my double crocheting or like general crochet elements and to only have the ties left. I feel like that's very possible. It's 10:53. I have nothing else to do today. This should not take me too long to like add all my finishing details. I mean, by not too long, I mean definitely still like 5 hours, but like in the grand scheme of a whole day, I feel like it's possible. So we are committing to locking in. Wish me luck.
Not do pre-orders because they want to still do drops. They obviously want to continue to do drops for as long as possible because that is what is hyping up this brand over and over and getting people to continually talk about them and buy things from them.
I really hope that we sell out of something. That'd be really fun. Well, I mean, I have another huge market in like 2 weeks. Spoiler alert, but it'd be kind of fun to actually sell out of something.
If you want to be a real model in this world, you will take any modeling job there is. 1, 2, 3.
It's currently 3:20 and the cardigan is very much so coming together. I have attached both sides, done all of my button band things, and I have one more bottom hem to start, and then I just have to like properly finish everything with single crochets and slip stitches. And yeah, I predict that I'll be done with that in, I don't know, let's say an hour. So let's see if I can finish the rest of the main crocheting by 5. I'll like try on where I'm at, and then we'll do the ties. I think I could low-key finish this tonight. It depends on if I need a break in between finishing the base of the cardigan and doing the ties, but we'll see.
That's for you guys. Thank you. I'm sorry to be so pushy. I just really need you guys to leave.
Did I say 5 o'clock earlier? Oh my gosh, that's so silly, funny, hilarious. I meant 7:45. It's 7:45 and I just finished all of my crochet details. All I have left are the ties. Let's try her on and see the vibe. Now I will say, I was losing a lot of patience while I was putting this together in terms of counting for like where I'm going to put the tie laces. So she's a little janky, okay? Cannot lie. She is a little bit janky. Don't look too close at the back because she does not align. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I purposely left the sleeves a little bit shorter because I learned with the yellow one that it's gonna stretch, especially with this mesh fabric. And this is literally the piece that I've been missing in my closet. Even with how this cardigan was when it was at its prime, I still like didn't wear it as much as I could because it was a longer length. I preferred to wear it with like biker shorts or with skirts. I didn't really wear it with like longer pants, but with this cropped length and this color, she's perfect. So anyways, I'm going to give myself a break from this project because oof, that was a lot. Tomorrow my day is pretty open, so I'm going to commit the morning to getting these ties done, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow for the final review.
Entire month to like film feedback, and then it took me an entire week to even try to post it.
It's Monday, April 21st, around like 2 o'clock. I'm back from camping and I have finished all of my ties. I'm not sure if I mentioned that I was going camping this weekend, but yes. Some thoughts. I was timing this project because I needed to, pricing wise, and it ended up taking me 27 hours, which was honestly a little bit shocking to me, if I'm going to be 100% with you. It did not feel like 27 hours. It felt more like 24-ish hours, but then again, the ties take 500,000 years, so I think that's where the additional time came. Some interesting things to know as I'm tying this up. I did end up making some modifications from this one. Anyways, also sorry for the lawn care sounds. Anyways, I did make some modifications from my yellow one because the yellow one sleeve did stretch out a bit, so I made this one shorter, and I presume that when I wash this, this will stretch out ever so slightly. I also made the button strap a little bit wider, which I'm not sure if I like. Like when I was sewing all the buttons, I was like, huh, that's interesting. I don't hate it, but I don't know if it gives as much easy breezy. And it also doesn't match the thickness of this. It's like a little bit thicker. So I'll reflect on that. Uncertain. Anyways, I was tying this up. 27 hours. I mean, I would definitely consider it worth it. Are you struggling? I would 100% say this is worth 27 hours. Like, she looks good. She's going to be very easy to style. I think white was an excellent choice. While I would love to have something to match this, the white I could easily wear with that, so it's works for me. Let's tie this other one. I would have loved to have been able to like wash this for you guys so that you guys could see if this does end up actually stretching out, but I'm sure I'll talk about it in a future video and I'll let you know. But yeah, the fit is really good. I'll even show it all the way buttoned up so that you guys can get the full effect. I don't really have too many notes. Besides, I'm happy to have this as part of my wardrobe. Also, I feel like the collar is slitting very nicely. I like slip stitched it in to hope that it won't like roll up too much, you know? Like this with some jeans, my go-to look, and this bag. I'm sorry, what? Where are we going? Like, where are we going? Especially I feel like with like maybe my sport bikini top underneath, so it's giving like skin underneath, kind of like how this is like a sports bra underneath, but then you have like a full pant, even a skirt. We don't discriminate. I don't know, but she's slaying. I love her. 10 out of 10. 100% worth the 27 hours, and those are all my thoughts. Now that I'm done with this project, I'll show you how much yarn I have left over. So I'll put a photo of the initial cardigan. This is all the yarn that I have left over. I don't know if I mentioned, but the initial cardigan was made up of 2 yarns. This like Lion Brand baby sport type yarn that's actually 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, or the other way around. And then this is Brene Baby Sport, 100% acrylic. This yarn is actually a little bit more dense than this yarn. And anyways, I'm glad to have extra because my next project will definitely be eating up all of this, and I hope that's actually just enough. You'll have to stay tuned to see what my next project is though, of course. Anyways, that is it for this video. I need to edit it so that I can post it today. Happy Monday if you're watching this the day that I'm posting it. And yeah, if you would like to see more of me on a daily basis, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. If you would like to shop my made to order, made to measure pieces, made to order, made to measure, and ready to ship pieces, you can check them out on NYGCbyTaylor.com. And that's it. Goodbye, girlies.